I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. No, I'm good, honey. All right. No, edit that.
Okay, I think I got
I'm
it.
like, you calling me honey? What do you mean?
Oh.
Live from the D&D studios in downtown Boston, it's showtime. Welcome to Hey, did you ever see that movie? I'm your host, Des, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely little co-host, Lynn.
Sorry, Jessica, this year there'll be no leftovers.
And joining us again, the podcaster with a degree in terror, Tony.
Hey, how's it going?
Tonight, we will be discussing Thanksgiving, the 2023 American slasher film directed by Eli Roth. Written by Eli Roth and Jeff Randall. It stars Patrick Dempsey, Ty Olson, Gina Gershon. As always, this podcast will contain spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, go watch it, then come back and listen to the podcast. Run the trailer.
I used to love this town. Until what happened that night. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and I'm tired of pretending like everything is normal and it's not.
I want things to go back to normal too.
Show some enthusiasm. Thanksgiving is an institution here.
Someone's out for revenge, and they're turning it into a sick holiday game.
This is weird. We're all tagged, and our names are at the table. But why us?
The longer this goes, the more twisted it gets. Every weapon he's using is straight off a Thanksgiving table.
I don't want to spend my life looking over my shoulder. We need to stop him.
It is going to be a very happy Thanksgiving.
Let's eat.
All right. Ooh, spooky.
See, I hate that they used the new trailer and they didn't do the old Grindhouse trailer. That's what I love. There were scenes of the original thing it came from, the original trailer, that just never made it in. They started to, that they chickened out, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, I wish they had leaned a little harder on the Grindhouse aspect of this movie myself, because it's definitely there.
Yeah.
Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and comment if you're listening on YouTube or Spotify. And if you're listening on Apple, please leave the podcast a 5-star review. In 2 weeks, we will be discussing Footloose with Tony 2.0 and Mikki. Guys, help us out. Go over to the merch store at vvr.printify.me. We've got some mugs, we've got some t-shirts, and we've also got mugs and t-shirts for our sister podcast, Violent Vinyl Radio. So go over there. It helps the show. You get a nice quality shirt, nice quality mug, and it helps the show out. Let's do some opening thoughts on this one. I'll get it started. So I have never seen this movie. Surprise, surprise. It's funny because, we always say, I don't know horror. I'm starting to get to know horror. See a lot of horror movies now. But I've never seen this one. But I do like a nice holiday feel-good movie. So when Tony said we're going to be doing Thanksgiving, right around Thanksgiving, I said, nice. I wonder if this one will tickle my heartstrings. Let's find out. Dylan, had you ever seen Thanksgiving?
I had not. I tend to not care for Eli Roth, and just because he tends to be very gory and body horror-ish, and I struggle with that a little bit. So I was a little hesitant going into this one, but let's see where we went.
See, it's funny. For me, it's the opposite. I get uncomfortable watching slasher movies. I just don't like slasher movies. It just fucking fucks with my head. But this kind of horror and this kind of like clever killing, loved it. No problem with it at all. Tony, you picked the movie. How many times have you seen it?
Honestly, I only saw it when it came out theatrically. I never revisited it. Just for the fact of like, I figured it would turn into like kind of like you only watch Christmas movies at Christmas. I'll only watch Thanksgiving when Thank comes around. So I thought this would be a perfect opportunity. And I gotta agree with you. I wasn't excited because again, Eli Roth, I'm not a fan in the sense that he's a douchebag.
Tony, what what else do we know
douchebag.
by Eli Roth?
Cabin Fever, which was, I mean, it's hard to argue. Cabin Fever is a great movie
Never
for
seen
what
it.
it was. The Green Inferno, which was his takeoff of the cannibal movies. Obviously Thanksgiving. He was the Bear Jew in Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, okay.
Because he's huge friends with Tarantino, so that's going to get him in there.
Cool.
He was obviously in Tarantino's other version of not other version, but this version of Death Proof, which came from the Grindhouse movie that this came from. So yeah, he's from the area. So I mean, that's the one thing I'll always kind of appreciate. He always works in some local gags, and this was he just went for it in this one.
Oh, he nailed it in this one. He nailed it. He got it right.
So great.
He got it right.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the characters not right, but the ones that are supposed to be from New England that really lead on that, nailed it. Nailed it. With a box office budget of $15 million and surprisingly a box office gross of $44.6 million, this was considered a moderate success for the studio. And I had mentioned this podcast to a few of my friends. They were like, I've never heard of that movie. So, I mean, I think I may have seen the trailer, but I didn't know what we were going to do. When he said Thanksgiving, I no idea. So,
good.
Okay. Let's head over to the Fast Five. Tony, I've put together a Fast Five. My new thing now is trying to slip a couple in to see if I can trip you up. I want to see how deep your knowledge of horror movies really is. So I put a couple in here that I wasn't sure if you would have ever seen. They're pretty obscure. Again, you're probably going to be the only one that can answer these questions. The Fast Five today is titled Holiday Horror Showdown. So I'm just going to give you two movies that are holiday horror movies, and you're going to tell me which one is the better movie. Dylan, feel free to answer if you've seen them.
Okay.
Number one, the 1986 April Fool's Day, or the 1984 Don't Open Till Christmas. Tony, which one's better?
As much as I hated April Fool's Day when I originally saw it because it was a fake out, watching it years later for what it is, it's a genius movie. Love it. Love April Fool's Day. Okay. It's a whodunit that really keeps you guessing till the end. Even at the end, you're like, oh, come on. But it's so well written, you can't be angry.
And Dylan, you've never seen it.
I've never seen either one of them.
Okay, me neither. Moving on to number two, the 2001 Valentine, or the 2009 My Bloody Valentine.
Oh, without a doubt, My Bloody Valentine. The remake is so friggin' good.
Oh, really? Okay.
You got the guy from Supernatural in it, and they upped the violence.
Which guy from Supernatural?
Jason Ackles. No. Padalecki. Sorry.
Oh, Padalecki's in it? Oh,
Padalecki.
I've never seen it. I'll have to try to catch it.
And it was in 3D when it came out, so they went total over the top. Oh, I'm holding up a pool cue towards the screen. Like they pulled out all the jokes. The violence was up to 11. It was so good. And I hated Valentine.
Okay.
I hated most of the early mid 2000s slasher Valentine urban legend crap. But anyway.
Okay, next. Moving on to number three. So the correct answer is My Bloody Valentine. Okay.
Oh, totally.
Number three, the 1981 My Bloody Valentine, the original, or 2006 Easter Bunny, Kill Kill.
Easter Bunny Kill.
Oh, you've seen it. You've seen it.
I have. Because there's no way with a title like that I couldn't at least check it out, and I had to sit through it. But no, My Bloody Valentine, the original. I mean, it's so atmospheric in the mines, and it's grainy, and it's Canadian, and it feels just small town claustrophobic, and so what it's it's definitely one of those ones that I feel anyone who's into any kind of horror needs to see, because it's set such a precedent for the genre early on in 81. So it was so good.
So far, I haven't seen any of these. And Easter Bunny Kill 1 to 5. What are you giving it?
I'd give it a 2.
A 2?
It was fun.
Okay.
It knew what it was. It didn't try to hide. It's going to be crap. It was crap, but it was a fun. I've watched worse.
Okay. Number 4. I'm interested in this one because I honestly don't know. I've only seen one of these. So we're going to go with the 2006 Black Christmas, or the original 1974 Black Christmas. Tony, which one is better?
I love the original Black Christmas. It's the 70s grain, which makes any movie 10 times better. You got Margot Kidder as an alcoholic trying to play a college girl at 35. It's just the kills are. It's done by Bob Clark, who later went on to do Christmas Story. I mean, everything about it is just awesome. And then you got the remake, not bad. It's just it went way off the rails, and it added a lot of violence to it, which was fun. And there's actually 2 different versions of it. There's the one that they released in the director's cut. It's like they rerouted the story a little bit, so it actually feels very, very different. So I'm going to say, obviously, I'm going to go with the original because it's the influence for everything. It's The Godfather, along with with Peeping Tom as far as slashers go. But the new one's not as bad as everyone made it out to be.
Okay. And finally, at number 5, we're going to go with the 1984 Silent Night, Deadly Night, or the 1996 Santa Claus.
Silent Night, Deadly Night, without a doubt. I mean, I was 14 when it came out. I remember the protests going on at the theaters. I remember the Boston Globe had a huge write-up on it, like, don't go see this movie. Oh, it was huge. It was the controversy caused, like, Santa Claus killing people. Forget it. It was huge. It was hard to come by on video. It took a while, like, they releasing it, then they pulled it, then they released it, and they pulled it. No, without a doubt, it has its place in history, and it's earned it.
All right, so there you go. Fast 5. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Trying to stump Tony. Still haven't done it. I will work on that. We'll catch him eventually. I might have to go deeper, darker. Okay.
Before we move ahead, I wanted to say to Tony that I ended up watching all the Scream movies after we did Scream, because I was like, I haven't watched the new ones. So I was like, okay, I'm going to watch 2, 3, 4. Like, I watched them all. And I wanted to know, do you like the new ones, like the ones with Jenna Ortega?
I've seen them all.
Yes.
I have a long answer, because after we did that too, I was talking to my son about it, and he's like, oh, can I watch those? I'm like, yeah, let's sit down and watch them. So every Wednesday night since we've done that, we've sat down and watched the new one.
Oh, okay.
So we just finished the Jenny Ortega one, the first one. The second one we're going to do next week. But I actually did. I didn't think I was going to like it. It's funny when you watch them all in a row, you see the cookie cutterness of it all, and how much they're just ripping off at each other over and over. And I don't remember that being as bad as it was. The new one, I like where they went in a different direction. I loved how mean it is. Like, he does well. He does okay with violence. He doesn't like it, but that was such a vicious, like, the stabbings were vicious, the bone breaking. It was just rough. But yeah, I liked it. The last one in New York, didn't like, just because where they went with the killer and the wise, they're reaching now. So I'm really hoping they finalize it in the coming year with Sydney coming back and Stu coming back and everybody coming back. So, the fact that those 2 aren't going to be in it because of reasons,
right?
They're going back to the original, which is good. So as much as it was a nice change, I like how they worked it in as a requel and all that, but it doesn't hold up to the first 1, 2, and 4.
Yeah,
we don't talk about 3.
All right.
I was just curious. I needed to know because I had been watching them. I was like, I got to ask Tony what he thought.
Yep.
Let me give you guys a synopsis. After a Black Friday riot ends in tragedy, a mysterious Thanksgiving-inspired killing terrorizes Plymouth, Massachusetts, the birthplace of the infamous holiday. There you go. Go in.
All right.
It was intense.
It was very intense. During Thanksgiving in Plymouth, Massachusetts, people are gathering outside the local Right Mart superstore in preparation for a Black Friday sale. Jessica Wright, whose father, Thomas, owns the store, lets her boyfriend Bobby and her friends Evan, Gabby, Scuba, and Yulia inside the store early through a side door. While in the superstore, the others, especially Evan, taunt the crowd with the items that they're buying. The crowd, seeing this, instigates a riot and, in a frenzy, stampedes into the store, resulting in multiple people dying, including Amanda Collins, the wife of store manager Mitch. Bobby gets his arm broken when he tries to rescue one of the security guards trapped under the doors while being trampled on, and subsequently disappears from the group. I guess I'm meant to hate these kids right away, and they do a decent job of it. Everybody's kind of annoying, like a teenager is. So I found the Boston accents to be a little forced in places, but Patrick Dempsey kind of pulled it off okay. I was surprised to see Gina Gershon in this, because she's kind of a big star. So I was like, that's interesting. But then she was dead within just the first few minutes. So I was like, oh, that's why.
Yeah. So again, this week, I'm going to take you on my investigation as I watched the movie and it unfolded. But this week, if you've seen the movie, you're going to be like, wow, I never caught up with the director. This is so well written, man. It's good. It's good. So let's get into it. So Dylan, I agree. I didn't recognize a lot of the actors in this movie, which is great. I love that, because when I see an actor for the first time, for me, they're the character they're playing. That was what was so great about Star Wars, like that wasn't Harrison Ford. That was Han Solo. That wasn't, Carrie Fisher. So I kind of was going down that road again here. And sure, I saw Gina Gershon. I'm like, oh, she's going to be in this movie. She's not. And that was kind of a tip of the hat to, Drew Barrymore in Scream, which we saw last week. And I honestly saw a lot of comparisons between this movie and Scream, the way it was structured, the nice mix of comedy and horror and the good storytelling. We get a lot of really great characters. I mean, a lot of this, even the way the movie is paced, really kind of reminded me of Scream, where the holes are in the film, almost in the exact same spot as Scream, like as a timestamp, like the party, the school, we'll get to it, but it's very similar. This is Massachusetts. This is Plymouth. This is Hanover. I mean, as a child, I went to the Hanover Mall. I was nostalgic for this. As they were talking, I'm like, this is my town. This is my town, kid.
But in the meantime, this is really all being filmed in Canada. That was not Plymouth.
That's fine.
Oh, dude, you're breaking the fourth wall. Stop. No, I definitely agree. I actually dug all the characters because I knew every single one of them in high school.
Yeah.
And the fact that I'll be the first to admit, I'm a wicked whore for Black Fridays. Like I was out in the leather jacket, bulked up, ready to go at like 11 o'clock at Walmart, in Salem, New Hampshire, because Massachusetts didn't have anything open for a long time.
Yeah.
So I would go up to Salem, New Hampshire, do the Best Buys, do the Walmarts. And it was riotous. It was crazy. So I had no idea how this was going to start. So the fact it started the way it did, I'm like, I've been there. I've been part of that.
Yeah.
Thank God, not that bad. But it's just like, and yeah, all the accents are always a little more exaggerated. But again, we all have that one friend where everything's like, yeah, fuck you, piss that kid.
Wicked.
It's like, oh, it's just wicked, right? There you go.
Yeah. No, I thought they nailed it. I thought some of these accents felt truer to life than in Good Will Hunting, which we did 3 weeks ago. And I thought some of these actors were way, way closer in the pocket.
Well, I didn't realize Patrick Dempsey was from Maine. So he actually has an accent because he basically said he got to actually be free and not have to concentrate on how he was saying things. He just let it slip out, which I didn't know, which I thought was cool.
It's funny. None of us have a heavy Boston accent or Mickey. So it's funny that when we do these, it's like kind of disappointing, but I think it would dumb down the podcast. I hate that accent. It just sounds uneducated and stupid.
If I had a couple glasses of wine, it would slip out.
It's
when I have a couple drinks, the next thing I know, it's kid. And
so there were a couple things that really rang true to me. One was the hockey stick screwed to the front door. This is like Cape Ann. This is Gloucester. This is Plymouth, where like youth hockey is fucking huge in Boston. This is like what you would actually see in a neighborhood. The Black Friday sale, we get lines. Yeah, kid, me hitting you, you hitting the floor. It's fucking good. That was a good Boston accent. It should be because I've lived here for a long time. That's spot on. Some really nice comedy, how about a Xanax? How about a fire hose? I mean, I'm laughing out loud. Yeah. It's really, really good. In horror movie fashion, we get the quick exposition jump between Bobby and Jessica. And we're going to learn that Jessica's mother is dead. Kathleen's her, new bitch stepmom. This is how we set up every week when we do these horror movies. Done perfectly here. I understand what's going on. And finally, we get the Black Friday sale. And honestly, this is just your average Black Friday sale in Boston, Massachusetts. I didn't see anybody getting stabbed, so maybe the director tamed it down a little bit from real life here in Boston. But this is why I don't go to Walmart on Black Friday here in town.
We wait the night of Thanksgiving, we wait for the Kowloon report. Because there's a fucking stabbing, a shooting, or a fight, huge,
yes.
We had 27 cruises at Kowloon at 11 o'clock, It's like, we wait for it. There's always a fucking riot at Kowloon these days.
The Kowloon wings. Ooh, they're very good.
Saugus wings.
Saugus wings.
Yeah, Saugus wings.
Shout out to Kowloon.
They're closing Kowloon, aren't
yes.
Shh, bite your tongue.
I know, it's bad.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know it's an institution.
They've been closed. Yeah, they're closing the same time like how many tours like Crew and Ozzy did.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the final year.
Yeah, come get your final Saugus wings, because this is it. All right. I wonder how many people from Southie have 4 bags of frozen, already cooked Saugus wings in their fucking freezer.
Oh.
People are stealing the cups like we did with the Golden Bowl.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I ordered an extra shot of Jack Daniels. I just snuck it out in my jacket in the little fucking soy sauce cup, and we still have it downstairs to this day. That was about 25 years ago. As for the scene, so this is where I get the temperature of the movie. I put this thing and I have no idea what I'm about to see. And I was so pleasantly surprised. Lots of fun with the scene. We get some great shots, starting with a surveillance camera showing the riot set to holiday music, to Amanda scalping. Loved it. Hilarious. Bobby's arm being snapped in half. The dead guy getting robbed for his waffle iron. It's so great.
Getting pushed against the glass door, the glass breaking him, cutting his throat. I'm like, that's genius.
But he stumbles
in his Bruins shirt.
Yeah, well, it's not a Bruins shirt. They couldn't
Boston,
get the license.
It's Boston.
Shirt. Yeah,
yellow Boston hockey shirt.
But he's hurt. He's injured, but he's still going to get his fucking waffle iron and die with it.
The
in his
free
arms.
waffle iron.
It's great. This right here, perfect mix of comedy and horror for me. Just like last week with Scream, this makes horror palatable to someone like myself that's not crazy about the genre. Like for me, this is just chef's kiss. And finally, the scene of Patrick firing his weapon at the ceiling that freezes and cuts to the shot in red frozen and finally fading into the bloody Thanksgiving logo. This is brilliant and so stylistic. This reminded me of Reservoir Dogs 100%. At this point, I am very, very optimistic about this movie. I'm having fun immediately. And that scene just stuck in my mind. I loved that scene.
Just a fun scene that just, you figure, all right, what else can you do except for trample people and something like that and fight people? But man, I got to give him credit that when Gina Gershon goes down, gets hit in the head with a fucking carriage, because in a stroller or a cart, depending where in Massachusetts you're from, it's a carriage. Stroller. You make sure you return your cart, kid. So she gets hit with that. Her hair gets stuck in the wheel, and the woman's pulling it away because she can't see below her because the TV who's in her cart is too big.
Yeah.
We've all been there. We've all bumped into people with stupid things in our cart. Except she actually ripped her friggin' scalp
I've done that
off.
exact same thing 3 times.
Again, you go to Dorchester, you're all set.
That same exact thing. So one thing I would say, and it wasn't a problem for me, was none of these injuries seemed lethal. But I was fine with it. Like, she gets bumped in the head by a carriage and a little piece of her scalp ripped off. Like, I saw a guy last night in the UFC fight, 10 times worse injuries, but he lived.
He doesn't remember 4th grade, but he lived. Good.
Exactly.
1 year later, Right Mart is preparing for another Black Friday sale, despite the protests of Mitch and several other residents. Meanwhile, Jessica and her friends are tagged in a social media post of a Thanksgiving table with their names around it. Bobby, who has broken up with Jessica, returns to Plymouth to work for his uncle after being injured in the riot, much to the chagrin of Jessica's current boyfriend, Ryan. A waitress named Lizzie is attacked and killed by a figure dressed in black clothing wearing a John Carver mask. The police discover that Lizzie was present at the Black Friday incident, which leads them to believe that those involved in the massacre are now being targeted by this Carver. I struggle with a horror movie when it gets extra gory. I know that Tony loves that, but I do tend to struggle with that a little bit. But this kill of Lizzie made me laugh. It was so over the top. It was comical. Meanwhile, the fact that Evan somehow gets the video out there, even though he says he didn't post it, I thought that was an interesting thing. Like, how did it get out of your phone if you didn't post it? Obviously he did. But it feels kind of like a gross commentary on social media and what people will post or do to go viral, right? Like, they'll show something really terrible to do that. And the last thing, John Carver. This is the perfect name for a slasher film. like, why did it take somebody so long to pick up on John Carver?
It's great.
Eli Roth and Jeff Rendell grew up in Mass, like we've talked about already, and they know the crazy excitement that comes with Thanksgiving, especially in Plymouth, like Plymouth Plantation and Plymouth Rock and all that crap, even though Plymouth Rock is literally the most disappointing thing you'll ever see in your life. But they capitalized on it, and good for them.
Yeah, I mean, they had to put a cage around it because tourists would come and chip little pieces off it. It's actually Plymouth Pebble now, if you go see it.
Yeah.
It's literally just like a rock at the bottom of a hole. It's so fucking disappointing.
Like cigarette butts and like Dorito bags. And it's like been chipped.
It's ridiculous. Like people go there and they're like, this is it? Really? That's it.
Fuck.
Yeah. And buy a t-shirt.
And buy a t-shirt. At vvrprintify.me. So we open up here with the typical 1 year later stamp, right? We get this in horror movies all the time, followed by a YouTube video of the tragedy posted by who are we led to believe is Evan. I wasn't clear whether it was going to be Evan or not. I don't think it ever really matters. But again, I'm on my investigation now, so I have to make note. Then we get a news segment on Black Friday. And this is all being watched, but what I can only assume is our would-be killer in his creepy killer lair, I guess. We got to get one of those in every movie. And this is a great one. I love it. You get the meat tenderizer. We also see the newspaper clippings, exonerating Thomas Wright pinned to the walls. Nice. Like, it's just nice. It's giving me a lot of information. It's very easy to understand. It's painting the picture. This is good storytelling right off the bat, hand to hand with great visuals. So I'm super excited about it. Now, I love this scene because I immediately put on my Columbo trench coat right here, and I am on the case. Like, I am on the case now. I've solved several of these. Unfortunately, I was eluded on this one. I have several suspects that this unseen person, this would-be killer, could actually be. Now, I did note that the surveillance cameras did appear to be working. So when Mitch said during the newspaper report that they were malfunctioning, I immediately smelled a rat. There's a rat in the room. Those fucking cameras were on. I saw it. Also adding that Bobby's baseball career was derailed by the tragedy and he's gone dark was a nice touch. And it's forcing me to add Bobby to my list of suspects here, right? Tony, just like in Scream last week, there's a million suspects.
Oh yeah. You have the store owner who, the manager whose wife was killed.
Yeah, Mitch.
You have security guard who was killed. You have the security guard who ran away. You have Bobby. I mean, literally,
it could be Kathy.
Everybody who was there that night. It could be anybody who was there that night who lived.
It could be anybody.
So, I mean, and they really made it feel like it could be anybody. They give everyone throughout the movie, they give everyone a reason for it to be them.
Yes.
And that's why I love it. Like, where were you during this? Well, I wasn't there. I was doing this. And like, the red herrings are just flowing upstream at this point. So it was so good.
So good.
As far as, the news scene and everything, again, we see it every Friday after Thanksgiving, every Saturday, the weekend edition, we see these clips and it looks familiar. Like he did such a good job with making it realistic and like, this is what we're doing and we're not going to do it. And again, what that 5 minutes does, as you said, gives us the layout of where things are now. It updates who the characters are now, because obviously Bobby's gone. The weak little guy stepped in as her boyfriend, weaseled his way into the group. He's not really accepted. The friends don't really like him. but you know what? All right, you're dating him. We'll accept him, but they still don't trust him because he's a little shaky.
But what's great about him is he's the right size. He's the right body shape. Could be the killer. He's on my list.
Everybody. Although that's the one trivia thing I read is that Eli Roth, depending which scene he was shooting, put a different actor as the killer in every different scene. So you really couldn't follow a shape, couldn't follow a height. It's like it was always different just to throw you off. I'm like, that's fucking genius.
Yeah, but like I knew it wasn't Scott. You know, like there were a couple of people I immediately was able to cross off my list just by body type. So next, I wanted to give props to Amanda Baker for her performance as Lizzie. This literally could be a waitress at the diner right down the street from my house. I had to check to see if she was from Boston. I thought the accent was so genuine and so perfect, and the attitude was so perfect. I was like, she's got to be from Boston. No, this actress is actually from South Carolina. And
wow, I
was blown away. I was so impressed. She fucking nailed it. That is a woman from Boston.
And she's such a bitch. She was so good.
But that's what makes her so perfect.
Yeah, it really was. And just again, to touch back with what you said, Dylan, her death, vicious. It's a mean fucking death. I mean, we told you to go watch it. So if you're going to be spoiled, fuck you. It's like the killer dunks her in a fucking sink, opens the freezer. She's covered in water, sticks her face to the side of the freezer to hold her there. She sticks and freezes to the side. So she's trying to pull herself off while he goes to get the axe. As she's pushing herself off, now her hands are stuck to it. So when she pushes, all the skin of her hand, all the skin of her cheek now is stuck to the freezer and she rips it off.
So gross.
It's fucking
and it's great. Like, it's so good.
It's so clever. It goes so much deeper than your average slasher. There's so much thought put into every single one of these kills.
And that's the thing. It's a grindhouse movie. That's what Grindhouse was for. It was either tits or violence. Yeah. And you know what? The one thing I'll give it didn't have any tits.
No.
It had one kind of sexual scene, but I like that they just kept that out of it and went all violence because the violence was fun. The blood was flowing in this one a lot.
Yeah. So we meet the new ornery deputy, Brett, and Lizzie's going to give him the mask, the John Carver mask. He puts it on, and this is obviously meant to be a misdirection, but I have to add him to my list of suspects now that is growing by the second, okay? My little book is full. It's like George Costanza's wallet. It's just, I can't put one more piece of fucking paper in this thing. Just like last week with Scream, this is smart writing. It's good storytelling that has my 100% engaged attention. I am entertained at this point.
But did you have the actual killer on your list at this point?
I did not have the killer.
Exactly.
So spoiler alert. The killer was never on my list. That makes this so great. He never made, I thought I had I was like, as I was doing this, like, I'm going to have this because I basically got everybody in my book. So by the end, I will have got the killer and I'll look smart. Didn't happen this time. So at the fair, we learn from Gabby and Jessica that they are all being tagged in a video linked to the tragedy. And this especially shakes up Evan, who says he was not the only one with the camera that night. And Gabby says, I know you didn't post it. So first off, I'm really enjoying all the acting in this movie. And secondly, the director is setting up a really good mystery, which in my opinion separates the traditional slasher flick built on horrific images and pure violence, which is like, for me, just a one-layer cake. It's not enough to hold my attention. It just starts to get like So that's like a one-layer cake from a great horror movie that uses the violence and the horrific images as frosting on a 7-layer cake. This is definitely a 7-layer cake for me. There's so much to it. It's not cheap.
7 leches.
So I can't skip over this great John Carver setup. This scene at the John Carver house was so brilliant because it serves two purposes. First, we see what an asshole Thomas Wright is when the cameras aren't rolling, right? He's a camera whore. He's the great guy in town. Oh, I'm doing this for charity, blah, blah, blah. As soon as the camera's off, he's like, I don't give a fuck about Plymouth and this fucking place. But fuck it. And secondly, we see that John Carver's historic axe is missing, tying it in perfectly with the mask that we saw in the diner, setting up this great potential killer that I am now actually looking forward to seeing. I want to see how all of this is going to come together. This is my kind of horror. 20 minutes in, I'm totally engaged. I don't want this to end. I'm not checking the timer. I'm just now like trying to put myself into this small town and solve this case with the sheriff. That was my first problem. Okay. That was my first problem. Spoiler alert. I was deputy dipshit working under fucking sheriff to chop him up. So at the diner, we see Billy is back in town. And at that moment, we also get a group tagging of a creepy dinner table. We also see a guy staring at Jessica, Michael Myers style, after Billy leaves the diner. This feels again like an obvious misdirection, just like Mitch and the deputy, right? At this point, the director has my head spinning with ideas and possible suspects, and I am having a ton of fun with this one. And though not a suspect yet, Ryan also has my attention with his stalker vibes. So I've pretty much added everybody to my list here. But like you said, Tony, the director's doing this on purpose, and I am biting. I am down for this.
It's just he had fun with it. I mean, how do you not with a whodunit slasher? It's hard to make it fresh. And while he wore his influences on his sleeve. It was obvious. Anyone who's watched, any of the horror movies, all right, that's Halloween, that's Scream, that's it. And that's part of the fun of watching something like this is seeing where the influences come, but then seeing how he puts his own spin on it. And what he did is he created a great mystery. He really made you, as he bought you in, and he made you wonder who's doing it. How are they doing it? How could this person, are there going to be two of them? Are there going to be three of them? Who's doing what? And it played out so well.
Dude, and I was so sure there was a second killer at one point. I'm like, there's got to be two. Like, I was sure. I'm like, we're going full Scream. It's Bobby and Evan or whatever it is.
They finally got together. They had a gay affair.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah. Well, that would be Scott and Ryan would have been the gay affair. Because I had that.
The football thing.
I had that in my notes as well. And finally, our first kill. So we see the killer sharpening his axe, and I can immediately cross Scott off my list of suspects. Like at first I was like, maybe Scott's killing everybody because he wants Ryan for himself, right? And he's in love with Jessica. So this is some weird thing now. He's too small. He can't be the killer. So just like in Scream, we get the holiday mask that anybody in town can get. And I love this concept. And this kill is so thought out and fun, Tony. Like you said, for lack of a better word, this is fun. The killer isn't just going to hack her up with his axe. He gets her wet. He sticks her to a freezer door, completely thought out, completely premeditated. This isn't like on the fly. He knew he wanted to do this. It's brilliant. It causes the phone not to recognize her when she uses the phone recognition.
Oh, right.
It's so brilliant. This is so much.
She has no fingerprints to swipe.
No fingerprints. This is so much better than just hacking her up.
But the desk phone's right there. They show her phone and in back of it in blur is the desk phone, the landline. Connected.
Yes.
Stupid.
Yes. No, but it does. But you're not thinking that. I'm thinking, wow, this director is adding so much more to this kill than just hacking her up in this thing, and then we move on to the next scene. No, he thought this out, and I appreciated everything he gave me here.
Well, it's not even done yet. That's the fun thing. This is just the playing with your food part.
Yes.
The actual kill is so over the top, and so I did not see that.
No,
happening.
you couldn't.
I'll let you go with it because you've been describing things perfectly. So I'll let you run with that.
So we get this kill that I could have never predicted, followed by the public display at the Right Mart. This director never gets lazy or obvious. So
Des, what's the kill?
Well, so this kill, right? She is in front of this like steel dumpster. We get the Christine, the headlights come on, pew, and the killer is going to chop her in half with the fucking lid of this dumpster, pinning her to it. The guts are hanging out. She's perfectly cut in half. And then he's going to take the fucking bottom half of the torso and hang it up the fucking store with the guts hanging out. And now I'm asking myself, what?
And the top of the star is up her ass.
Yes. And the best part of this whole thing is I'm writing in my little fucking notepad as
Your Columbo
The question is, where is the upper half of her body and what is he going to do with it? Setup, payoffs, they're everywhere.
Well, that was the thing. It's like, I thought he was just I figured he would run her over. I figured he would, we'd get some sort of like close up of the head under the tire trauma kind of thing, like Toxic Avenger kind of thing. But no, he chases her to the dumpster. He doesn't even hit her in the dumpster. She gets it. She jumps up, crawls halfway into the dumpster, and then her weight causes the top that was standing up to come down and cut her in half. So the killer really didn't even do it.
He didn't.
Her weight, it cut the top, cut her in half. And yeah, same thing. There's the bottom. Where's the top?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll find out soon enough, won't we?
Oh, we will. We will.
Jessica aids the investigation by providing footage of the riot to the town sheriff, Eric Newland. Carver rampages through Plymouth and kills several residents, including Wright Mart security guard Manny and Hanover High School students Amy and Lonnie. Evan and Gabby are soon abducted by Carver while Jessica narrowly avoids being killed. Yulia's father decides to move their family to Florida, but he and the deputy sheriff guarding them are knocked out by Carver before he attacks Yulia. Jessica and Scuba drive to Yulia's house, but are unable to stop Carver from disemboweling Yulia with a buzzsaw before he escapes. Actually, I think it's considered a table saw, but regardless. The cat in the security guard's apartment. I was very nervous something was going to happen to the cat.
Oh, yeah.
But nothing happens to him. He was a fantastic actor to the point that Roth started calling him Leonardo DiCaprio because he did everything he asked him to do. His real name is Tonic, and he also starred in Pet Sematary. I thought the misdirection Roth took with the Yulia kill was well done. He keeps showing her eye up close, and I keep watching the Q-tip in her ear, and I'm freaking out every single time. He's like, hey, poking her in the eye. Well, then he gets her in the ear. He kept me on tenterhooks before he actually makes his move. And I'd love to shout out the McCarty character. He is so awesome. There's a dude that we all knew like this growing up in the 80s and 90s.
Fully.
The battle vest, booze for teens, guns, the playing heavy metal in the parade. Loved him. Dude, he was perfect.
I knew more.
He was dead.
He never made it to my list. Him and his father were never on my list. There were two suspects that I never put on there. McCarthy is not a killer. All right. This guy, I knew more guys like this than I didn't. Like this is like there's 5 of these guys in every small New England town, at least. Go down the local bar, and this guy is sitting at the end of the bar. Okay,
he's the one buying the 17-year-old's beer outside the liquor store.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
he is.
The Packy.
Yeah,
the Packy. Yeah.
So we get the group leaving school, and we see this creepy silver Econo van. So these vans are all over Boston, right? This is a great visual. It's scary. It's like seeing Michael Myers walk out from behind the bush. Just, if you grew up in Boston, there were times where like there was some guy driving around in a van, giving out candy to kids. We were all told, don't go near the Econo van. So just, this director gets these moments where this completely goes away from Scream, completely goes away from I Know What You Did Last Summer, and becomes something else, becomes a much more serious feeling, scary movie that gives you that kind of like gut punch. And that was a moment for me when she looks over and sees this kind of rotted out silver Econo van. I'm like, that's fucking scary. Then we get the jump scare of McCarthy pulling up quickly. It's nice. It's a great play. I actually jumped. I was staring at the creepy van and all of a sudden, and I'm jumping up. This guy, zero moral fiber at all. Like I said, this guy can be found in any small New England town. They nailed him. When he's going off about fucking, Black Sabbath and Ronnie James Dio. Who's Black Sabbath? Go back to fucking Methuen, you fucking scumbag. It's great stuff. Jessica, she's going to bump into Billy outside the police station. He's waiting for her in, the family tow truck. And he denies being at the diner the day before. And again, this choice by the director, it's fucking brilliant because I'm asking myself, why would he lie? And you know what? It doesn't even matter in the movie. It never comes into play. This is just the director saying, I'm going to fuck with Dez. He's going to want to know why he's lying. He's lying because he's a teenager and he was embarrassed that he didn't want to face her that moment. So what's easier to say? Oh, I was feeling insecure. I didn't want to face you, or I wasn't there. I mean, that's all it was. We also find out in the scene that Kathleen deleted their surveillance footage. Again, it's just a great little breadcrumb to drop at me, you know, like, why? Why is she hiding this? Like, does she have something to do with this? We get this great scene with Manny trying to skip town before being murdered again. And we get this creative kill here. Again, the director's never going to just get clumsy and lunky with the kills. He's going to get the carving knife in the dick, and then he's going to get this almost like over the top comedic, like ninja beheading. It was great. And the gore is heavy duty, but the kill balances it out to where I'm still able to have fun with this. And then to have the choice to have the killer feed the cat and scratch its head. This is making me, it's almost impossible for me to hate this killer because the killer has heart and he loves the cat and I love my cat. So I love the killer. This is so fucking, it's so brilliant. And again, I'm looking at him and it's making me think, who is this guy? Could this be the teenager? Could this be Ryan? Could this be Kathleen? You know, she likes the cat. And now I have to put Kathleen and Ryan on my suspect list. So the list is even bigger now. To be fair, my list is a mile long. And this director is hiding his ace cards so well while bluffing me perfectly with a stone cold poker face. I know I don't have the killer on my list now at this point, which is why I put that in my fucking notes. I'm like, I think this guy might be outsmarting me.
It's a rarity. Yeah, just the kill was great. You knew it was coming. It was a good little, cat and mouse for about 5 minutes. And then he just boom pops out, takes the hand coil saw, wraps it around his neck, twists him around, saws it right off.
Oh, but when he spins
instantly
around back to back,
Yeah,
it's
like
Jet Li.
ninjas it.
I thought it was Jet Li.
Totally.
Actually, Jet Li is on my list of suspects.
It's on your list.
I thought he might be visiting Plymouth there for the holidays.
But yeah, you're right. The thing that they kept showing the cat in the kitchen. It's like, hey, where is he? And the cat looks over, like the cat's telling him where it is. So you figure the killer's going to go kill the cat for giving him up, but he doesn't. He just goes over and feeds the cat, scratches the cat, and then leaves with the guy's head. And not for nothing, I've seen a lot of fake fucking heads in my years watching movies.
Oh,
this was really good fucking.
Good.
It wasn't CG. It was like, that's a good fucking fake head.
It
Looked just like the guy.
Do you know who this guy reminded me of? Like, I couldn't not see it. It was Chris Farley. Like, it was it was the bargain Chris Farley.
It was Rick Dukeman from The Burbs.
Yeah.
That's who I kept seeing.
Oh, or Rick, yes.
I don't know why.
I kept seeing Ethan Suplee from Mallrats.
Well, there's all our recasting right there.
Shit. So next we get this great scene of John Carver setting the table with his victims. And again here, the balance of extreme horror and teen movie is absolutely perfect. And the contrast could not be working any better for me. It could feel janky, but he's doing them both masterfully. He's not half-assing either one. He's not stitching them together like fucking a human centipede. It's like, it's effortlessly flowing back and forth for me. It's really great. We get 2 more kills here. And again, they're creative. We get a broken neck and we get a strangely sexy trampoline stabbing. I liked this kill. I don't know, man. It's not like, it was nice. I also like the fake blood they used. Tony, talk about this. The blood on her face coming out of her mouth, so thick, so red.
Yep.
Just
surreal.
Oh,
well, he's had so much experience with the blood. I mean, he did Hostel. That's the other movie that just kind of. That's the one.
I've seen it.
That's the one that put him on the list.
Loved
so
it.
yeah, I mean, between that and Green Inferno, he's got some of the most extreme scenes that America's put out. So I mean, the guy knows his gore. I'll give him that. I was shocked by the neck breaking scene because it literally comes out of nowhere. You don't see it coming. This is right out of the original Grindhouse trailer for the Tarantino movie. This is out of the original trailer. The thing that bummed me out is though they didn't follow through with what is in that trailer. Because in the original Grindhouse trailer that this all came from, she does a split. She takes her panties off and she's jumping on the trampoline, giving him a show. And she does a split, but she does a split. She jumps up. She's really, really high, spreads her legs. The knife comes up through the trampoline and she lands on it right up the hoo-ha. This wasn't that, which as much as it sounds sick for me to say, I was bothered that didn't happen. What did happen made me cringe even more. I mean, she literally comes down on her feet and the knife shoots up through her feet.
Yeah.
Cutting her feet up and then comes down through her back and through her mouth. I'm like, oh my God, it just got more vicious. And I was shocked. It couldn't be, but I remember laughing in the theater how grossed out I was because the foot and the knife it's a quiet place where the nail goes through the foot. That scene, it's just like same kind of thing. It's just, I can't.
Yeah, Tony, they're going to do this again a little later in the movie with the table saw again, where you're going to get first the hand going down. You're like, oh fuck! Oh. It's just so well done.
Well, that was the part about it is the fact that she was holding herself up, but she couldn't hold herself up because she put her hand on the saw and the saw took her fingers off, so she slid down onto it. Good. So it actually had a legitimate reason for falling on the saw. She cut her hand off first. Yes. It's like, oh my God! Not only that, but let's take a step back. She got the corn cob holders in the ears. And so for the next 30 seconds, all we heard was it was so tinnitus, good. High pitched thing that we all hear after a metal concert. Yep. That's all you heard is everything's muffled and her trying to scream. Oh, we'll get it was so good. So vicious. Jessica narrowly escapes being killed by our serial killer inside the school, right? The school that's surrounded by the police force. And I'm wondering why the cops aren't doing jack shit. There's no urgency. Eric is questioning Jessica like it happened 2 weeks ago. It happened 5 fucking minutes ago, 10 feet from this giant team of law enforcement. Okay? My head is spinning. You have to cover all exits to that fucking school and move the fuck in and secure the radius around the building with 1 ounce of effort. You got this guy dead to rights. The killer is on the scene and everybody is pulling pud.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I actually got thrown off of who our killer actually was because I thought he was one of the people outside the door talking to the other person. Like, you know how she keeps looking out the door and there's 2 policemen standing there talking? So I kept saying, oh, that's the sheriff and the other guy. Like, I did not realize that it was not. So he completely threw me off because it was just 2 officers. And I had to go back later and I was like, it's just 2 officers. It's not him. But if this was fucking The Fugitive and Tommy Lee Jones is there, I want every doghouse, outhouse, like the fucking killer just fucking attacked this girl in the school 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago. Where are the helicopters? She locked the doors. So every access road out of here. Spread out like, what the fuck is this? Was the party scene in Scream 10 times worse, like in the stupid department. But I'm loving the movie, so I'm looking the other way, just like these stupid cops that are not looking for the killer. But it's a giant hole for now. I want to note that it's a giant hole for now. And for the love of God, can we get these kids that are being openly targeted by this serial killer that has literally posted pictures of their invitations to his murder dinner off the streets and into police protection, just like in the movie Scream? Like, but this is even worse because this guy is like actually like blogging about how he's going to kill this certain group of kids. And the police are like, all right, just watch your back. Yeah, be careful out there. It's probably not safe. But no, they're off to acquire illegal guns at a party and witness more killings before presumably being captured and taken to the dinner of death while the cops jerk each other off. Wow. Tony, I mean, am I off? Am I wrong?
No, I just think that they were all there. I mean, the thing was, no one was really supposed to be inside the school.
Right.
And they figured that everyone was around the school, so no one was getting in anyway. They were there to cancel the football game because of everything that happened. Because, Hanover, the kids from Hanover died. And, fuck Hanover. But yeah, that was the thing. It's like, at that point, yeah, they should have put them into police protection. Yeah, but
Tony, the killer was on the scene. Like, he's here right now. The killer is here right now. He was 10 feet away. Like he was just like now. Like no cars have driven away. He is here. Like we can end this today. Nobody leaves.
But that's the thing is we didn't see if they did or did not scour the school. They cut away and went to like an hour later.
Man, I don't know.
No, I know.
Ouch.
I kind of
Ouch.
gave it the cinematic, like, well, they searched it and they didn't find anything.
No.
Let's just move on with the story.
No.
I didn't have my Columbo notebook.
Nobody
I'm sorry.
is leaving the school grounds. Nobody is leaving the school grounds. Nobody. No cars come in. No cars go out. No people come in. No people go out. The killer is here. Killing stops today. That's it. Okay. Finally, we get the table saw scene with Yulia. And like Tony, we were just talking about it. This is an awesome kill. Again, clever and comically gory. Oh, when he pulls her off the table and he's holding her, it's fucking amazing. I absolutely loved it. I also noticed that the killer was showing what I assume was live shots on his phone from the upcoming dinner party location. And this is where I was led to believe there might be a second suspect, right? Like it felt like he was in contact with somebody else that was like holding the camera and showing the people and sending it back to him, just like in Scream. So yeah, I mean, at this point, I now have in my little notepad, 2 killers, ? So good.
The one thing I think we're skipping over is the fact that we're standing there, we're outside the school, everybody's kind of hanging out, and this guy just shows up with this accent. No, you Inca now. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's like all of a sudden Ivan Drago shows up and like rips Julie out. It's her dad. It's like, that was so out of left field. It's like, all right, we'll go. Where are we going? To Florida. And then they're fucking, well, that's it.
What
We're
was
out.
so
We're going to Florida.
great about it, Tony, is this is a real life moment that this director brings into the theater. This is what I'm doing. If I have money and this is going on, I'm taking my daughter and we're leaving fucking Plymouth for the holiday. We're out of here.
It was just the way it was like very rigid.
Yeah.
It was very obviously, I took it as, we got the KGB, it was very funny. I love his father. I love her father. I think he was great. I think he went out too much like a bitch. I figured he was going to have a good battle with something. It would add some comedic elements to a battle, but nope, just boom, gun done.
Yep.
And cut away. He was one of the few off-screen kills we got too, which bummed me out.
Yeah.
But Julia's made up for it without a doubt.
I think both him and the deputy just got trank darted because they both had a little trank dart sticking out of them.
That's right.
Yeah.
I take it back. You're right.
Yes, because
so he doesn't die.
But okay, so this is great too. It's so clever, right? Because he's not killing people that don't deserve it, that aren't directly connected.
Well, yet.
No, I mean, well,
yeah. There's people that get killed later that were not directly involved. At the parade.
Who?
At the parade.
Yeah, but not by
that was
his hand.
to set the chaos.
Yeah.
Yes.
But not but I mean, what we're saying here is that,
I do.
It's really making you think, this guy is,
focused.
Exactly. He has a very particular agenda and he also has morals. He likes the cat. He's not killing people that don't deserve it. I like this killer. I'm rooting for this killer. First time ever. I'm rooting for this killer. Get him. Delin, go.
The police attempt to lure Carver out by having the Wright family and Scuba participate in a Thanksgiving parade dressed as pilgrims. However, Carver deduces their plan and decapitates a turkey mascot before sending smoke bombs into the crowd, causing everyone to scatter in panic and giving Carver the opportunity to abduct the Wrights and Scuba in the chaos. Carver then cooks Jessica's stepmother Kathleen alive in an oven before serving her as the turkey at a dinner table surrounded by his hostages and his victims' corpses. Carver then bludgeons Evans to death in a live stream before Jessica cuts through her bindings and escapes, luring him away from the others. She eludes Carver by climbing over a fence and running through the woods. Jessica makes it to the parade warehouse and finds Sheriff Newland unconscious. When she follows a figure wearing Carver's mask inside, she sees it's Bobby. Newland appears and sends her outside. Jessica hears shots fired, and Newland tells her he shot Bobby and she is safe now. I thought the scene with the stepmom running through the house and hiding, it dragged on a little bit. It's like... I mean, I get that you got to get her upstairs so that she finds the girl in the refrigerator. I get it, but I don't know. It was like
Nope.
she was so quiet. He didn't hear her. Like, come on. But I liked the turkey popper thing. It made me laugh. The chaos at the parade. This feels like Roth at his peak for me. Now you're getting people that are innocent that are getting killed. The guy, the boat guy, the boat mask going through that poor guy's face. Those kids are going to need so much therapy. It's ridiculous. And I don't think. Yeah, and I don't think that the turkey mascot guy was involved in the thing either. So there's some collateral damage happening here.
So the scene you're talking about, this parade scene, this is another one of the shining moments for Eli Roth in this movie. There's a scene where the clown is going to throw the smoke bomb, and he's going to get his hostages. This scene reminded me of The Dark Knight. It reminds me of when the Joker is taking over the bank or whatever. Like, it was shot really good. It was almost out of place in this movie because it was so pretty and shot so well. It's my job to point out stupid shit, right? Like, that's what I do on this. Just like in Scream, the police are allowing the public to wear these John Carver masks at the parade. Wouldn't this make it harder to catch the killer at large that's wearing a John Carver mask? Wouldn't this town be buzzing about the John Carver killer? Wouldn't it be common sense that wearing the mask would be in bad taste and make it 1,000 times harder to capture this killer wearing the John Carver mask? I mean, again.
I felt it was a missed opportunity before I saw the ending that why weren't the cops grabbing everyone with the John Carver mask who looked like that?
Yeah.
I figured they would you'd have one here, one there, one there, one there, or accidentally shooting one or two, which would make it even more insane. It's like it is your good point, but again, it adds to the chaos of the scene and the fact he turned into a fucking clown. Who saw that?
If somebody in my hometown, right? If there was a guy killing people wearing a fucking John Carver mask, hacking people up, and do you think I would go to the local parade the next day wearing the John Carver mask? I think that might be in bad taste.
It might be a problem.
Oh, look at all the kids dressing up in the Scream mask after that happened.
Yes.
Everybody's running around the high school with it. Yeah, because everybody's an idiot.
It was an unforgivably stupid choice to put in the movie. But, but again, I want to put a cliff note on this because the police are the ones, doing this. They're setting the security for this parade. It's really the sheriff's, he's the one that's going to make these calls at the school, the sheriff. He's the one slowing down the investigation. He's the one not being urgent about, locking down the school. He's the one casually doing the interview with Jessica. He doesn't want anybody to look for this killer because he's the killer, spoiler alert. He doesn't care if people are wandering around in fucking John Carver masks at this parade. He wants that. It's taking the pressure off him. It's dude, the end of this movie. 2 giant holes. Nope. Fucking Eli Roth stuffs them. Those holes are all set there. Columbo. It's just fucking great. So the ship pole going through the back of the guy's head, driving, maybe the best kill I ever saw. Ever. It's dude.
The nose.
The fact that the nose is hanging out to the side, perfectly intact.
It pushes through so slowly, through a rotten pumpkin. It's fucking awesome. And it looks great. It looks like what I actually imagined that might look like. Wasn't cheap, Tony. Who is doing the special effects for this? Because they're phenomenal.
I don't even know. It wasn't like anyone, I'm not gonna say not someone big because that's insulting to them, but it wasn't like a KNB or a Savini or anybody like that. It was I'll find it in a few minutes.
Okay.
No, it wasn't anyone of note.
Then we're gonna get another misdirection, another total misdirection. The killer is the clown. He's got me looking at every guy in a John Carver mask, right? So this, again, it makes the scene before forgivable because without all the John Carvers, then I'm looking at the creepy killer clown. But I don't even see the creepy killer clown. It's so good. The mask was so good.
It almost reminded me of Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yes, totally. And it made it so believable the way he captured his final victims, right? I'm like, how is he going to get these last victims? It's so fucking, like I said, it's so Joker Dark Knight. He's going to throw the smoke bomb in. He's going to fucking, it's it's so like mob. It's like a mob movie at this moment, or like a James Bond movie at this moment. Oh, it's so fucking clever for a slasher. You just don't see this kind of stuff. So we get this scene with Kathleen being roasted like a turkey. And I have to immediately scratch her off my suspect list. she didn't do it. And she looks like she's going to be a little salty to the taste. I don't know about using like the thick sea salt on her. I would have gone a little bit more of a lighter salt on that. But
a fine grind.
Yeah, I'm hoping he doesn't overcook her because I hate overcooked fucking Kathleen at Thanksgiving.
Just like my first Thanksgiving turkey.
So Lynn cooked a turkey that literally, if you've ever seen Christmas Vacation, she cut it and it deflated. It was unbelievable. My mother talks about it.
It was my very first one. And people don't believe me. They go, "That's Thanksgiving. You just saw that movie," and I was like, "No, it actually happened."
And you left the gizzard bag in it.
Did I really?
Yes. Oh yeah, you left the plastic gizzard bag in it. My mother talks about it to this day.
Unforgivable.
It was the only moisture left in that bird was the plastic bag of gizzards. So Tony, I told you this.
I'm a much better cook now.
Oh, she's a great cook now. So starting at this moment in the movie, when we get around the Carver house, which for me felt so much like the original house in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You've got a freezer holding a body there with a live girl in it. I'll be back. We have a refrigerator here holding a live girl in it. I'll be back. We have windows that are boarded up. You can't quite get through, but you can see safety. You can see the escape. We see that John Carver has a couple of different Carver masks, kind of like the way we see Leatherface had a couple of different masks. We're going to get a dinner party. We're going to get fucking this great scene where she gets away and she's out the front door, and then just like Leatherface coming out with a mallet and hitting a guy in the head and dragging him back in the house violently, we're going to get almost the same scene. It's fucking great. We're going to get chases through the dark, foggy woods. Same as Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We're going to get a killer that you think you're safe with. And then you realize, ruh-roh, I can't trust this guy. There's so much of this Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibe here, but it's done so originally that you're not sitting here going, fuck this. This guy just ripped off Texas. No, it's different.
It's like a love letter.
It's like a love letter, and it's done so fucking well. Tony, were you getting the vibes from this part? Did you feel the shift here where this is where it starts to really turn into more of like a scary movie?
Yeah. I mean, the first thing I initially thought, anytime you see bodies around a table, my first instinct is happy birthday to me. It's one of the ones like scarred me when I grew up because of that scene. All the victims just placed around a table and a birthday cake in the middle of it. It's just like fucked me up for years in a good way. But yeah, just when he pulls the fucking sheet off and it's her wrapped up like a turkey, burnt, and he starts cutting off pieces and wants to feed it to people. And it's like, yeah. And you have the screaming starts, and then the hammering, instead of grandpa doing it, we get that. And it's
the hammering in the head. Exactly.
And it's that fucking tenderizer, and man, that thing went through his head so easily.
Yeah,
it exploded everything out. It
looked great.
It was so good.
Tony, she looked perfectly cooked to me. I have to say,
golden brown,
not burnt.
so juicy,
tender,
but she definitely fatty on where he cut. There was definitely some fat there, the way the strings pulled.
But it's like Wagyu. It melts in your mouth.
Definitely.
God, you guys.
A little chewy.
So next, after a fun wild goose chase, we get the long-awaited dinner party. And I loved the goose chase with the cops, right? It just, again, felt like the Dark Knight. I was getting the Dark Knight vibes again. They did this, and they did it very similarly. It's really, really good. Some excellent, he captured some beautiful shots and some beautiful sequences in this movie. So after this little goose chase with the police, we get the long-awaited dinner party, and it did not disappoint me. It was worth the wait. This movie has been steadily building to this moment, and it was worth the wait. First, Evan gets it in grand fashion with the meat tenderizer. His head, it's so mushy. It's so gross. It's so well done. Doesn't look cheesy at all. Then John Carver carves up Kathleen's inner thigh and it is wonderfully horrifying. It just is. Unfortunately, and I write unfortunately here, which was strange, Jessica escapes before her scumbag father has to eat a chunk of Kathleen's inner thigh. I wanted to see this happen. I did. Throwing up through his fucking gag. It's so good. I'm not sure why I'm rooting for John Carver, as I hate slasher movies and the killers in them. But in this movie, the director has got me on team Carve 'em up Carver. Okay. And that again says a lot about this movie. It's different. Tony, how are you feeling about and Dylan too? How are you feeling about the killer at this moment in the movie?
No, I mean, I'm with you. Like, you kind of almost are like, I gotta be honest with you, the people that he's killing don't have a ton of redeeming qualities. So it's not like I feel like these are really good people, especially the dad. He's kind of an ass.
Yeah, like,
you know?
Like in a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I'm rooting for her to get out of that house. I'm rooting for her to get away. So were you guys disappointed when Jessica cut the rope?
I mean, I don't think I was disappointed.
I would have liked to seen her go.
I
really thought she was going to get it in the end.
I was disappointed.
I thought there would be some sort of twist where she would have ended up dying, because they are all unlikable and they've all screwed somebody over at one point or another in this movie. Mm-hmm. Whether it was like screwing with two different people's like love interests or just setting up like the whole thing to begin with. So all of them are guilty.
Tony, I wanted that hostel scene here, like where the Oriental girl gets her eyeball drilled out. In fact, like I wanted that here. Yes, I wanted that here. I wanted to see what John Carver had in store for the special people. I wanted to see that scumbag have to eat that thigh. I wanted to see what he was going to do to them. I felt like I got gypped out of a little bit of, and you know me, guys, I usually don't want this. I wanted at least one more really graphic kill at that table before they got away. I wish that the father had really, or the other kid, either one had
Scuba.
Yes, had got it bad, but we didn't get that. Finally, Jessica tracks down John Carver, and it's revealed that it's Bobby, right? Remember, I'm writing this as I'm watching it, but I've seen enough of these movies to know there's more than meets the eye here, and I couldn't be more excited for the final act of this amazing horror movie. I wasn't fooled, though. I knew it wasn't going to be Bobby.
Are you sure?
I know.
Wait, I just realized we totally skipped over the party scene. I know that we touched on it, but that party scene was fucking
let's
amazing.
talk about it.
Yeah, go back to it.
Definitely gotta go back to it. So they said, all right, let's go surround ourselves with people. Let's go. We're gonna protect ourselves because obviously the cops ain't doing it. So Scuba and her go to the party that everyone's talking about. It's like the night before Thanksgiving party that every small town has. Yep. Everybody comes back and all the alumni are there, and there's like 15-year-olds with 25-year-olds and the loser 30-year-olds are still drinking. It's one of those parties. And just the characters coming in and like the 14-year-old's like, yo, is this worth the money? It's like, fuck you, kid. You know, go back to fucking Methuen.
Fucking Methuen.
It's just like, it's so good. And as they're going through the party, you get the keg stands, you get the puke in. It's literally it's going back on your college break and seeing this. That's one of my favorite scenes of the movie because it was hysterical, but yet served a good purpose. It wasn't just thrown in there for laughs. They had to go get a gun from him.
Party.
And they just gave us so much surrounding them that was just awesome for this movie.
I mean, do you know how far Methuen is from Plymouth? That's not happening. It's too far. They shouldn't have said Methuen. He should have given us a closer.
Well, I think it was just to say they were stupid people and just used Methuen as like, look, we all know that Methuen.
Yeah, go back to Hingham, kid. You know, Hingham away.
They could have just said, go back to the North Shore.
Go back to Hingham.
Such a great scene.
And I love that she didn't want to take a gun. He tried to give her a gun, and she's like, no.
Oh, because she fired a musket once and almost took her hand off. That was her reasoning.
So she didn't want to take a gun. But the funny thing is, and I mean, I'm kind of jumping ahead a little bit, but he gives her that ring. So technically, McCarty kind of saves the day because that ring is what frees her around that table.
But
because without that, they're fucked.
But that was a nice touch by Roth, you know, bringing that into the movie earlier, you know, having her talk about how she fired a musket. And this is going to make it believable when she knows how to load a musket at the end of the movie. So it's a very tight script. Like everything is deliberate. Everything is thought out. Everything calls back. Everything has a purpose. I can't fucking believe how impressed I was with this fucking garbage movie. So let's go do the final act.
The police soon arrive and inform them that the survivors are safe. Once they leave Jessica and Newland alone, Jessica notices the same bramble debris from the fence and the deep woods that are stuck to her are also on Newland's clothing and sneakers, revealing that he is the killer. Newland reveals that he was having an affair with Amanda, who was pregnant with his child before she died. This was his motive to become Carver and seek revenge on those responsible. Newland had abducted Bobby and put him in the Carver costume, intending to shoot him and frame him for the murders. To Newland's horror, it is revealed that Jessica has live-streamed his entire confession, leading him to attack her until she is saved by Bobby. As they attempt to escape in the tow truck, Newland hooks it to a support beam and approaches them with an axe. Jessica uses a musket to shoot a turkey parade balloon that was attached to a tank of flammable gas, causing an explosion that engulfs Newland in flames. The following morning, Bobby is taken away in an ambulance, and Jessica reunites with Ryan, Gabby, and Scuba. The authorities are unable to find Newland's remains, leading them to believe that he was incinerated in the explosion. But was he really? However, Jessica continues to have nightmares of a flaming Newland attacking her after the fact. I loved the live stream confession. That was amazing because you take something from now and use it against him. It's his tactics, and she's using it against him. Are there some plot holes and some unanswered questions? Yeah, I don't really care. I was having a fun ride, and I definitely did not see the killer coming ahead of time.
I don't think there were any plot holes at the end of the movie. I honestly think he plugged every hole that I found sufficiently to where this boat would float for me. So we get this great scene where Jessica realizes that the killer is Eric. And, this reminds me of the scene in Texas Chainsaw Massacre where she realizes, the meat that's being smoked. What is this? Is that a fucking hand? Who is this guy? It's that moment. She sees the burrs. It's the details you got to pay attention to. The killer, it's another callback. The callbacks just come,
fantastic callbacks.
They're small mistakes. There always makes a small mistake.
Yes.
And the fact that he stops, smiles, looks down, he knows he's been caught. He realized he made the mistake. Great acting on his part.
Yeah. And it's funny because I wrote here, Eric, the one person in this fucking movie that wasn't on my list of suspects. And I couldn't have been more impressed with this revelation. I was like, how the fuck did I not see this? He played it great. And the director he fucking held this so close to his vest without being obvious. He almost was like not bringing any attention to Eric throughout the movie. And it just worked. Came out of left field. And this explains why the cops were so inept at the school and the parade. My mind exploded. I love when this happens, where I think that I've outsmarted the movie. Like, I could have wrote it better. This doesn't work. And then he's like, no, but it's plausible because this is the killer and he's in control of these situations. Sure. Okay. Next, we get Eric's reason for the killings. He lost his love. He lost an unborn child. This is heavy exposition for a teen, fun killer movie where, again, the temperature shifts back and forth during this movie so effortlessly, and it never hangs in one spot too long, so I'm having fun. I'm grossed out. I'm impressed by the exposition and the camera work. It's really a nice flow. He just got it right. It elevated the movie for me. And just when I thought it couldn't get any better, Glenn, like you said, Jessica reveals that she's live streamed his confession. And my head exploded for a second time. It was so good. It was so good. I'm like, bravo, Mr. Eli Roth. This is a fucking great ending. This is so well written. And then when Bobby saves her, I loved it. Why wouldn't you? It's great. We get an exploding turkey at the end. The movie's Thanksgiving. He's killed by a giant turkey. It's fucking great. But it's not over yet. We get this great shot of the fireman walking towards her nefariously. This is like the Silver Econo van shot. This is like the clown tossing the fucking smoke bomb. This shot could have been in that movie with fucking about the fireman. Backdraft. Like this looked like a shot from Backdraft. I almost felt like a couple of moments in this movie, Eli Roth was putting together like a small portfolio. Like, why not? I'm just going to show like Hollywood what I could do if given the choice. You know, if I was doing an action movie, I could do a scene like this with the cop in the parade. If I was doing like a drama, you know, firefighter action movie, I could do something like this. Like he shows me so many different angles, and yeah, he's just really good. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with everything he did here. And the dream sequence at the end, fun. This is fucking Nightmare on Elm Street. This is almost a perfect bookend to the first scene in the movie where Eric puts the gun up in the air, fires it, it turns red, and cuts to the bleeding Thanksgiving thing. This is almost like the bookend of that. We're going to get a really stylistic, fun ending shot. Perfect.
And the end credits are fantastic, too. I actually sat through them and enjoyed them.
As did I. Fantastic.
Got the Misfits. You got the comic book look of it all. So good.
Guys, talk about the end of the movie.
Good. I don't think we need to. You really covered everything I was going to say.
I did my homework.
Yeah, I mean, I just, it's good to see Patrick Dempsey in a movie like this. I mean, McDreamy, and, you know, he's pigeonholed into the romantic comedies. So to see him in this was just, it was fun to see him there. I figured he was slumming, but it turns out he actually really, really was excited about the script. Him and Gina Gershon. I mean, Gina Gershon.
Yeah, she asked to be in one of Eli Roth's movies.
It felt like they were all excited about this script. The acting was on point for a bunch of B actors. On point.
But yeah, just the reveal of, they show the evidence desk, you know, everything's scattered all over it. She sees Bobby's phone sitting there. You know, we don't think anything more than it's just maybe she could use it to call out. And then the scene continues. Then when he, you know, gives his Dr. Evil exposition of, this is why I did it, and yeah, ha ha ha, and she just raises the phone, and you see the screen with all the likes and the shocked faces popping up, all the emojis popping up that she's been live streaming. I'm like, and it was just done so well.
But what's nice about it is the deputy Dum Dum actually says when he finds it, this is the killer's phone. It's still broadcasting live, and he puts it into the evidence bag. So he actually says it about 20 minutes, 10 minutes before this scene.
Right.
So again, there's no like, oh, how was it doing that? How was it like? No, he sets it up that way. Deputy says it. Presumably he didn't get it shut off properly. He didn't understand the phone. He thought it was off. He puts it into the evidence bag. She looks over. She sees it still streaming live. It's so believable. Oh. I loved it.
Dylan, what do you got?
I kind of wanted Bobby to be the bad guy. I don't know why. I was kind of hoping for that to be the end. They really got me with this because I didn't see it being Newland. I also thought it was interesting that when you go back now and watch the beginning of the movie, Newland shows up to Right Mart or whatever with Gina Gershon. He brings her there.
Yeah.
So they've been spending time together while Mitch is at the store. And it's like, I
Everything's
see
laid
that.
out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I took Mitch off the suspect list early because he was just too fat to be the killer. It wasn't him. Wasn't him.
He just disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's it. We have broken down Thanksgiving. Guys, I know this isn't a popular movie and a lot of you haven't seen it, but if you like horror movies or, you know, if you even like teen, you know, like Scream type horror movies, you got to go see this one. It's really, really good. I think you can rent it for like $3 right now on Amazon. So I highly suggest you check this one out. It's a lot of fun.
I don't know how they're going to do a sequel. I'm dying to know what they're going to do with it.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you how they could have done it. Okay.
Well, let's see.
Let's head over to the recasting couch. I am going to replace Ty Olsson, who played Mitch, with David Harbour, the sheriff from Stranger Things. I think it would have worked perfectly.
I like that.
Yeah. Tony, what do you got?
I really don't have anybody. I mean, everybody was good. The only thing I would do is take out Gina Gershon. She's too big of a name to be in this. I know why they did it, to give her the Drew Barrymore version of it. But as soon as I was like, why is she doing it? Like, it took every scene, like the movie started, I'm like, why is she here?
Yeah.
Like, she's too big for this.
She was the only person I recognized.
Yeah. I mean, even if you put Jennifer Tilly in that role, who's another name, I just felt like, but at the same time,
But she
Gina
also did
Gershon,
Chucky, so
she did, but the reason I always go there is because I permanently connect those two because of Bound,
because of Bound, yeah.
and because it's just fucking
Yeah.
Bound. Jesus Christ.
I would have preferred
So-
another unknown.
Yeah, and so I mean, I don't have a name for it. It's just I would rather her not be in the movie to sort of keep it local.
I agree. Lynn.
So I recast Jessica with Ella Purnell, who people will know from the Fallout TV show. She's Lucy from the Fallout TV show. You wouldn't know that because you don't watch it, but it was she's kind of just like one of those ingenue looking types, and she's a good actress, so I picked her.
All right, let's head over to the recasting. To the
already
okay.
did that.
Let's shut up. Edit it. Okay, let's head over to the alternate endings. I will get it started. In my ending, Jessica doesn't escape the dinner table, and Eric makes them all eat Kathleen before he kills them all and sets up Billy as the killer. And we get
Bobby.
Sure. And we get more of these great movies where Eric uses his influence as the sheriff to successfully kill as John Carver all over the South Shore every Thanksgiving for 3 more movies before being killed by Special Agent Strode in the movie Thanksgiving 3 starring Jamie Lee Curtis.
All right.
There you go. That's my alternate ending.
You want me to go?
If you want
Sure.
to. If you wrote something.
Okay, I did. For my alternate ending, instead of the reveal of Newland being the killer, we get a reveal that Newland and Jessica have been working together this whole time. He wanted his revenge, and so did she against her stepmother and the boyfriend that ghosted her. When Bobby finds her, she puts the Carver axe through his forehead, and they get away with framing him, leaving everyone else none the wiser.
It works.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
That was good.
It works.
Thank you.
Good.
Tony, did you write anything this week?
I did. Shockingly, I did, Mr. Disappointed.
Tell us what you got.
I know I don't usually do it. Well, just this one seems too obvious to me. It's like, obviously, Sheriff wasn't killed because why would he? We need sequels. But what he ended up doing is he did burn, but he only burned his hands because when he went down, burned his fingertips off, burned his fingerprints. So he's anybody now.
Sure.
So what he does, he hides low, hides down, moves to LA, go to the other side of the coast, does what he does. He uses his cop knowledge, works his way into the LAPD in Woodsboro.
Ooh.
So, he meets up with Sidney Prescott out in LA, and she's being terrorized again. His knowledge as a killer, he understands where this is going to go. So he ends up taking the case, which turns into Scream 3.
I love it.
Okay,
I love it.
I like it.
I like when we start like mixing these movies into each other. It really kind of works. It's a nice formula. All right, there you go.
Named Mark.
There you go. I think we got 3 quality alternate endings. All right, let's do some rewatch scores. We'll log this thing forever, and then I will tell you what we will be doing. So we'll get it started. This movie for me was spectacular. It had me guessing the entire time. I never figured it out. I thought it was a perfect mix of mystery and storytelling and gory horror. I thought these basically unknown actors were great, and it's now one of my favorite horror movies, up there with A Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So for me, it's just short of a perfect movie. Texas Chainsaw Massacre was a perfect 5 for me. This doesn't quite get there, but I am giving it a robust 4.5 rewatch score. It's a fabulous horror movie. Tony.
I forgot about it. I mean, it's one of those movies, like I saw it. It ended up in my top 10 for the year when I saw it because it was like a weak year and there wasn't a lot of other things going on. And I just remember leaving the theater going, that was way more fun than I ever expected it was going to be. I expected a throwaway slasher. It was Eli Roth. I'm like, he's going to rip off every other movie he did. He's like the Tarantino clone. That's what he does. But I ended up really enjoying it. Like I said, I haven't watched it again since then. So watching it again, I was impressed by how quick it moved, how fast and how smart it was, and how vicious it was. So it definitely makes me want to pull it out and show some more people. I can't justify giving it huge because obviously I'm not going to rewatch this all the time. This isn't like a Shining. This isn't like a Halloween. So I mean, I want to give it something it definitely deserves. So I'll definitely give it a 4.48.
Okay. So you're right there with me. 4.5.
Yeah.
To Lynn. Save this. This thing is this can't be in rare. I mean, it's great, but it's not that like don't get crazy here. You have to save us from ourselves.
I enjoyed it. I had a fun time. It was clever. It was silly in places. It was gross in other places. I see it as, better than average, but we're still talking better than average. We're not talking a 5 or something like that. Like, I'm not going as low as a 2, but I'm gonna give it a 3.2.
All right.
I think it's a 3.2.
I think we're speeding towards the telephone pole that we hit with that foreign Christmas movie that is way too high.
Wait a second. You're talking about speeding towards telephone poles. That's Hereditary.
Yeah.
That's Hereditary.
We've got a couple that are just way too high. That one
Rare Exports was great.
That one, Rare Exports
it's
I
really
will,
good.
I will fight for that.
It was a
That
good
great
movie, but it's too high.
I thought it was really good. That gives it a 4.06, and that puts it at number 47. It is right. Oh God. It's right under Daddy's Home 2 and right above Tombstone. How dare this be above Tombstone? I can't. I can't.
Dude, honestly, if I had to sit down and watch one of the two movies again, I would choose this. Tombstone was great, but I don't have a lifetime to spend watching that movie again.
I love Tombstone.
It was great.
Tombstone is amazing.
It was great, but
Tombstone is a classic.
It is a classic. All right. And where did
Actually, nope. I take it back. It is one under Tombstone. Okay. It is number 48. My bad.
And what's it above?
Okay.
It's right above Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon.
This is way better than Behind the Mask, Rise of Leslie Vernon.
Well,
way
it's
better.
right above it. Yeah. So that's it's above it.
It should be way above it. And where's
Rare Exports?
Yeah, where's Rare Exports?
Hold on, I will find it. Give me 2 seconds.
This is going to be shockingly high.
Number 28.
That's high. I think we've done
4.47.
We've done 150 movies now, right?
Yeah, but we have some that are sharing.
Yeah.
So like there's ones like that have 2 or 3 movies on the same number.
That movie is not in the 28 area of the 150 we've done.
It is.
I can tell you that.
I really enjoyed it.
I did too.
I really enjoyed it.
I wish
I will stand by it. Yeah.
We don't keep our scores, right? Like our individual scores.
No, I would have to go back and listen to every episode.
Yeah, Lisa keeps them all. So like when we redo an album or something, she'll be like, "Do you want to know what you gave the first one or whatever?" So, okay. Speaking of Lisa, on our sister podcast next week, we will be breaking down the 1978 solo album by the great late Ace Frehley. So there you go. Fucking great album. I've listened to it like 3 times last week. I listen to it all the time. Great fucking album. So. All right. Until next time, I just have one question for you. Hey, did you ever see that movie? The cadence just right on that one. See you next time. You got to say it like a question.
That was good.